Welcome to Nico Knows Best podcast, season 3. I am a model, Julien Saunier, or however you say his last name. He will pronounce it for you better. We are doing a pepper challenge, a spicy talk. The goal is to get through the whole conversation. You got to finish it. The goal is to finish it for you. The goal is for you to finish it before the conversation ends.
For you too, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's start off by getting a bite first. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You
what do
ready?
you mean by like a bite? Like
Whatever bite you feel comfortable with, babes.
All right.
Here, it's not that bad.
Oh.
So tell us about you. I know I scouted you at 17 or 16 on Instagram.
I was 17 still.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On Instagram, I scouted him on Instagram. What?
It was back in
When was it? You got this.
2019.
19. Okay.
At
What?
the end of 2019, you DM me on Instagram, or you commented on my Instagram,
Yeah, because you weren't answering your DMs. So.
and you said check your DMs.
Yes.
And I checked my DMs.
Yes.
And it was just a message saying, would you be down to come meet me?
That's not what it said. I said,
digitals.
I said, what's your age?
Oh yeah. Well,
What's your height? And where you located?
Obviously.
The obvious things. And you said, I'm 6'2", and I'm 17, and I live in New York.
6 foot at the time. I wasn't even 6'2".
Well, you lied. When you came in, you was like at least 6'1"-ish.
Maybe.
What was going through your mind when I scouted you on Instagram?
Before I met you in person, I thought that it was like a hit or like a, it could either be real or it could either be complete nonsense because I'd never even thought or heard about modeling before.
Really? You live in New York?
I know. And my mom worked in the fashion industry too. Like my dad and mom both modeled when they were young, but I didn't realize it was like an actual business, like job you could do.
Right.
So I was, I guess, a little skeptical, you could say, at first. But then as soon as I met you, I was super comfortable. You were really nice.
I was nice. You hear the guys? I'm nice.
The first time. Are we taking another bite or are you scared?
Oh, no. You don't have to wait on me, babes.
All right. I think I'm going to finish it just to get it done.
Oh. White people. You sure about that? Okay. Okay.
Just so it's out the way.
So, yeah, I found him when he was like 17. I was told, like, you can't do much until you're 18. I thought he was a beautiful kid. I was really weird, surprised that when models live in New York and they're tall and they have looks, that no one scouted them prior to me. So I was just like, no way nobody scouted this kid. And he literally goes to school in Manhattan. But I was very lucky to find him, and I was happy to have you.
Well, I was also, I wasn't even 18 yet, so I had to come meet you with my dad. I don't know if you remember my dad.
Yeah, I remember your dad. His dad is very handsome, by the way. A very handsome French man.
But before that, I'd actually been scouted on the street.
By who?
I don't remember the names of the agencies. I had interest from Ford models, but they always said I was too young. And so I waited, and then you reached out, and I was almost 18, so I guess that worked out.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not. I don't even think I need the milk. The water's good.
Oh.
I heard milk makes it worse.
I think milk makes it. Well, when you finally turn 18, I think the first show you ever walked was Nike.
Yep.
In beginning of 2020.
That was like right before COVID started.
It was a really big Nike show. It was like Drake was there, everyone was there. It was like
Drake and Travis Scott were there.
Yeah, and I was happy. I had like 4 models in the. Woo!
I'll eat another one, honestly. I liked it. That was good. I think he's being dramatic, honestly.
Continue talking. Take over.
So yeah, I mean, I met Nico. I turned 18, and I had to come back and sign in a contract again when I was 18.
Yeah.
And pretty much like the first week I was signed to you, we went to meet my New York agency, Soul, and I signed with them. And
You're shaking.
I got like shivers. I did my first show. Yeah, it was for Nike, and it was they had like a whole ceremony because Kobe Bryant had just passed away.
Okay, right.
And then COVID hit, and I remember asking you, "What does this mean? Like, is it gonna be dead?" And you were like, "I have no idea." And so I panicked, and I went to college for a year.
You did. I don't know why.
Online.
Such a boy. I'm like, why are you going to college?
I mean, I missed a few jobs, but
Major jobs.
I ended up dropping out after my first year. And then since then, I've just worked like little 9-to-5 jobs, 3-4 days a week.
Really, because Julian's a really great artist. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's a really great artist.
Thank you.
Like, not rapping, because we're not talking about Eminem.
Not lyrically.
Like,
I'm lyrically challenged. You can.
You want to hear some rap?
No, for sure not.
You don't want to freestyle. You were just talking about freestyle before we went online.
I wanted to freestyle with you because I thought that'd be good content, but I don't want to embarrass myself.
Okay, good. I'm glad you did it. He's a great, drawer. You call it drawer.
Yeah.
Can you paint as well, or are you more of a sketch?
I've actually recently gone from pencils and markers and stuff to painting.
Okay.
I've been using oil paint, paint pens, and spray paint.
Is it a lot of your tattoos you have? Did you sketch them yourself?
Only a couple of them. This one my grandma sketched.
So you come from an artist family.
Yeah, my whole family pretty much. My mom, my dad's side of the family, they all were art teachers, sculptors, painters.
Okay. I feel like you're going to school for some. What are you going to school for?
I went for 1 year for business marketing. Well, I didn't want to go to college, and I got accepted everywhere, so I closed my eyes and I picked randomly. And I
That's what it looked like.
On University of Buffalo doing business marketing. And if I were to go back, I would probably go back for something in theater or acting maybe, or...
How about art?
Yeah, like fashion or art could be another step. But I'm cold
you were trying to be
cold in here.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you were trying to be champion. You just swallowed the whole pepper. And you thought it was a good idea.
The pepper's not what's bothering me. It's cold in here.
You sure? 'Cause I feel like it's a little hot in here.
We'll finish your pepper. We'll see that.
Oh, babies, I'm never gonna finish it. It was a whole lie. It was a scam that Todd set up because I was never gonna finish it.
All right. Good
And now
know.
that you swallowed
So
it, I feel no initiative to finish my pepper.
All right, well, stay tuned. He'll finish it at the end.
Yes, I won't. But the real show that you actually debuted, we want to talk about you debuting for, LV, Louis Vuitton, and, rest in peace, Virgil. It was a show that he actually died 2 days before the show.
Yeah, that was life-changing, I think would be the word.
Right, it was life-changing.
I think, yeah. I think I met any celebrity I've met since I started modeling was because of modeling, and most of them came from that one show, just because of how many people came to
show love, right?
And show love for Virgil's passing. Yeah, I mean that was crazy for me. I went from doing little editorials and test shoots to being on a runway with Kid Cudi, walking in front of huge artists. I met Kanye West at the time whenever he was
It's not freezing here.
But yeah, I mean, that was what got me, I guess, my foot in the door, you could say.
Right. Yeah.
Because that was the first show after COVID that really a
lot of people were doing. I actually came to that show. I was originally going to come, and then when he died, I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I had 4 boys in the show, you one of them included. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to come. So I actually came to the show. I was behind the scenes. It was really beautiful. I did realize so many celebrities are short. Kid Cudi is so tiny.
Yeah.
So is Offset.
Offset, all of them, yeah.
All of them are tiny as Finnock.
Yeah, I mean, I remember after the rehearsal, the day before that show, we did a rehearsal where we all went in and just walked the runway a few times to practice. And at the end, they were like, oh, you guys have a 10-minute break, and then we're going to drive you back to the hotel. And I wanted to smoke a cigarette. So I pull out a cigarette, and I didn't have a lighter. And Quavo came out and stuck his hand over my shoulder and lit my cigarette for me. And I was like...
You just got warm inside.
I was shocked. I was
just moist.
The fuck just happened to me. But yeah, that was when I realized,
you could do this.
You can do big things if you just believe in yourself.
You believe in yourself,
and you have the right team behind you.
Julian always had a lot of potential. Now, he always used to turn down jobs because of this homework or school.
It was
school that he didn't even like. I was just like, what's going? Mention Gucci jobs because I got homework to do, and I'm like, you don't even like this class. Just a little bit overthinking, but he got over it, and he's done amazing things. I'm very, very proud of him. He's done Tom Ford a few times. And that's major, honestly, for somebody that was under 25 doing Tom Ford. You were like, what, 21 when you did Tom Ford?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
You're 20, yeah, so you're 21.
I was 21 when I did the show.
You did the show?
I did my first lookbook was when I was 20 in
So
Milan.
you did the lookbooks, you did the show once.
Yep.
It was beautiful to see you you were in
gold.
All gold.
I had the Elvis Presley outfit.
I liked it, though.
That was cool.
That was really good for Tom Ford.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I've worked with them a few times, like, things that people don't see, like, that not, like runways
e-com and fits.
Yeah,
and
like
fit,
I go to their
like
headquarters in London. Last Thanksgiving, I spent with them in their office.
Wow, okay.
And they bought like a chicken, and I was like, oh, it's a turkey, and they were like, well, we don't do it here. I was like, oh, yeah. But it was great. I mean, it was great. It's one of those brands, like you work with them once, and I feel like you get a connection with someone, or like you do a good job, like you don't act like an,
Right. Okay.
There's get rebooked, or someone will talk about you in a good way to someone else. I think this industry is just all about connections, right?
It really is. Name a few other things you've done that you were excited about.
Well, recently I was in the new American Symphony campaign for Fear of God, which was really, really cool. I got to shoot on Universal Studios, which for me was exciting because I really wanted to start acting eventually. So getting to see that was really nice.
What I realized about Fear of God is that they have money.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had money until I booked a few people for it. I'm like, they got money.
Yeah.
They pay well. I appreciate him paying
considering
you guys
it's
well.
like a day or two of work.
Right.
They pay really
They pay
well.
really great. They pay out their top with the top dogs like J. Crew and stuff. I'm just like,
I mean, if they weren't titled a streetwear brand, if you just looked at the numbers that they pay, you would think they're like a high luxury fashion
and they haven't
brand.
been around as long as those brands like J. Crew and Gap.
Definitely not.
So for them to have the budget for it is a really great look, and it's really one of my favorite brands as well to book models for. And I have a few of their things as well. So
yeah, I mean,
send me some free stuff.
You see, that's the free stuff. That's
I know y'all get free stuff. I don't get free agent.
That's something I love about Fear of God. It's like one of the. I've gotten a lot of free stuff, but Fear of God is consistently they'll give me a free pair of shoes after the shoot, or they'll let me pick out a sweater or something.
I think we wear the same size shoe though. What size shoe you wear?
44, 10 and a half.
I got big feet.
I got small feet.
Never mind. You can keep the shoes then, babe. Give me the sweatpants or the sweater. Be nice to your agents. Be nice to your agents. They be nice to you.
Yeah. Be nice. But the sweatpants are mine.
I'm never getting anything. Well, who else have you worked for?
Recently? I mean...
Not recently, just in general. Throughout your time you've been modeling, babes.
I mean, the big ones for me are, the Louis Vuittons, Tom Ford, Fear of God. But obviously I've done other shows, mainly in Paris and Milan. One of my favorites was Dries Van Noten. That was my first season out in Paris. I actually didn't know I was going to do Paris Fashion Week, and I ended up going to their headquarters in Belgium, in Belgium, and I shot with them for 2 days, did the lookbook fittings and everything for the show. And then 2 weeks later, I was in Paris, and I was like, he randomly booked me for the show, and I was like, I didn't realize at the time that that's how that works.
I wasn't very familiar with the show until a few of you guys done it. I wasn't very familiar because it's French. I don't really know the brand, but I got more familiar as you guys kind of did it, and a lot of you guys are very into it.
Yeah, I mean, he makes cool clothes. It's more the story though. Dries, he's been around for a while, and he's one of those designers that started very small and made a name for himself very quickly.
Okay.
But yeah.
So, speak about I know you're half French. How is it being, dual citizenship? You're dual citizen? Because you're French and you're American.
Yeah, so I was born in New York, and my dad's French, my mom's Belgian. So I had the choice when I was born, and I was not able to make a decision, but they picked the French passport. So I was born a French citizen and an American citizen. Definitely the biggest benefit of that is being able to go to Europe for Fashion Week and jobs like that without having to get a visa, because that's kind of like my second home.
Do you speak French good?
I am fluent in French, yes. I grew up only speaking French at home.
What the So people in Belgium speak French. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they do. I've been to Belgium.
They speak a lot of languages, actually.
I know they do. They speak a lot of languages, but I have been to Belgium, and that was a dumb question for me to ask, and they do speak French. I do not speak French, obviously, as you may be able to tell.
Un petit peu. No, he doesn't speak any French. That's Spanish. But you know, I mean, it's definitely cool too. Like today, for example, I was at a casting, and it was a DM casting, and so you know, it's a lot of their staff is European, and they saw my name on my comp card, Julien Saunier, and they were like, okay, he has to be French. And so when I walked in, they spoke to me in French. At a New York.
You think you special?
No, but it's like we're at a New York casting. We're in New York. Like everyone speaks English, and then I walk in, and they're like, "Oh, Julien," and I'm like, "Oh, wow, okay, yeah. Let me switch to French real quick."
So I should learn a second language, is what you say?
For sure.
Do you think I can pick up French easily? So you know me pretty well. Okay, hold the on, Jesus. So you know me pretty well. You know, for about 5 years now, I feel like. Yeah. Way too long. Do you think I will be able to pick up French easily?
Pick it up, yes. Easily, no. Because French, people always have this, like, idea that French is super easy to, like, learn.
I don't have the idea.
But, I mean, speaking it is one thing. It's then if you want to learn how to write or read, there are so many different conjugations and translations and endings for the same word or 3 words that mean.
Okay, I'm done. I'm not even. You know, I don't even like.
It would be easier to go, in my opinion, learn Spanish and then learn French.
I don't even like Paris, so you know, I don't even think I'm going to learn French anytime soon, darling. I'm actually going to Milan for the first time this year. I've never been to Milan. Do you speak Italian?
No, un poquito. That's Spanish.
We're both idiots.
Un poco. Is that also Spanish? That's also Spanish. I don't know.
I don't think that's Italian either.
Well, look, my first time in Milan ever, I got off. Listen, I got off the plane. I got to my Airbnb. It was like 9 p.m. and I was like, I need some food. Like there's no restaurants nearby, so I went to the grocery store and I wanted oat milk because I can't drink regular milk. And so I go in, I get everything I need, and the last thing was oat milk. And I go up to someone who works at the store and I'm like, oh, scusi, like excuse me in Italian. I'm like, oh, scusi, like, donde está the oat leche? And so my brain went to Spanish, even though I was in Italy. And the guy turned around at me and he like cursed me out. He was like, you tourist, like, what are you doing? You don't speak in Italian. Like, what are you doing here? And I was just put my cart down and went to another grocery store. I was so afraid.
You should have been embarrassed.
Obviously. Obviously, I was embarrassed.
Do you speak Spanish?
I'm doing Duolingo to learn Spanish.
Who's that?
It's an app to learn.
Duolingo?
Duolingo. It's like a little app you can learn languages on.
Okay, I need to pick that up. I don't have the free time though.
Well, you do like on the subway when you're on the way to work or like going somewhere.
I don't have the free time.
Then don't learn Spanish.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
And thank you for the permission that I was already going to give myself. How is the casting process? I know in Fashion Week, and especially in Europe, it could be so long. How do you guys get through the castings? I don't have patience.
Yeah. It's all about patience, honestly. And even still, like, having patience will not get you where you want to go. You know, like, there have been times I've been at castings, and it's especially frustrating because, like, when we get the email with our list of castings for the day, it's usually at, like, midnight the night before. So we have to stay up late to get the list and then plan out our day. And then you usually have to wake up super early. You show up to a casting, it's like, come at 10. Every model has their own time slot. And you get there at 10, and there's 100 models there.
Right.
So you always wait. I mean, I've waited 3-4 hours at a casting once.
See, that's why I'm not meant to be a model.
It can be brutal.
It's what God said, Nico, you're not meant to be a model. Because the way my patience is set up, I'll be out.
It doesn't exist, yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, and you know, like, there are times where I walk into castings knowing it's going to be a long wait, and I'm like, all right, you got to be patient, like, be the bigger man, like, they're unorganized, you're here to get money. And I walk in there, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this.
You got it. Willpower.
Yeah, it's
willpower.
Just, like, you have to find someone that you can talk to while you're waiting or
some stranger that you don't like. I can get it. I would be fat personally because I would just bring a bunch of snacks and I would just be snacking while I'm waiting. By the time I got to walk, I would have a whole food belly.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. I think walking into a room and waiting with all those models, you wouldn't want to be snacking. You'd be self-conscious that they're thinking something.
But the only way I could wait so long if I had like a big bag of Doritos or popcorn or some chicken wings. Chicken wings, some dumplings sounds kind of good. Ooh, me hungry. I'm very hungry, by the
All
way.
right, so after this, there'll be a cut and he'll get dinner. But
No, I won't. I'm fasting.
oh, word? What kind of fast are you doing? Like, are you doing like only juices
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm doing.
or just water?
No, I'm not fasting. I
Or is
lied.
fasting like
I'm no
eating
longer
food
fasting,
very
actually.
fast?
That's a good white joke of you. Did your dad teach you that one?
I try. No, I just made that one on the spot.
You are sweet, darling. And I'm so glad to have had you today. And I'm glad, you know what? I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I'm so glad you swallowed that pepper like that. So it just made me not have to torture myself of finishing mine. You really made my day today.
Wait. You're not going to have you on the podcast and not finish the pepper.
I don't even know where it went, to be honest. Like, I don't even know where it went. But thank you so much for saving my life and my taste buds, because I just don't know if I was going to be able to make you through it. But if you were going to make it through it, I would have made it through it.
Sounds good.
So thank you for being so courageous. Thank you for being an amazing model. Thank you for showing up to all your jobs and, making us both money, because without you, who would I be?
Do.
Right.
You taught me everything I know. How to be a good model, how to show up on time.
How to make me money. Yes, I know. And I really do love you.
I love you too, Nico.
Any final words for the people before we go?
I guess the only thing you need to know is that you can do anything and achieve anything you really want as long as you set your mind to it and believe in yourself. So, yeah.
Oh, you're so cute.
Wasn't that
adorable?
That's my number one advice.
What's my final words? I don't have any final words. Well, done. I'm done. Well, I'm done. Goodbye.